Alright, let's get this video started, shall we? How's it going, fellas? I'm Ed, also known as BB Pro, and if you know me, you know you're my parasocialite, and if not, then welcome to my live channel anyways. To brief you quickly all about this channel, since it's basically the first video on the channel, essentially this is where I'll be posting stream highlights, footage, gaming compilations with the fellas, as well as a little bit of commentary sprinkled in there in case you want to know my thoughts on whatever the hell I might want to talk about. If you're not interested in all that, you can also find me on my Twitch channel, or you can also check out my main channel. It's a different flavor of gaming video. If you're curious, go check it out, and if not, then oh well. Anyways, for this video, I'll be talking about my first year actively streaming, as well as my first year in doing content creation as a whole. You could say that this is a sort of anniversary piece for my active streaming time on Twitch. But I just kind of wanted to look back on my journey, look back on everything that's happened, and a little bit of a retrospective type deal, you know what I'm saying? I technically first started streaming late 2024, but those were glorified test runs at best, just to make sure everything was working. Then I took a bit of a hiatus, and when I actually started consistently streaming was late January of 2025. So I started streaming, but why did I start streaming in the first place? And I want to say that streaming was a way to occupy my time because, you know, as a online college student, I basically stay at home all day. I guess you could say I'm a little bit of a bum, I guess, if you want to be mean about it. But either way, I had a interest in content creation for a while, ever since I was like a preteen, basically. And so I decided that it'd be cool to just take the plunge and start broadcasting myself live to a bunch of strangers on the internet. On a more serious note though, at the time I was lacking a lot of routine, and I don't know, just bed rotting, doing nothing all day, nothing productive, that is. And so I saw streaming as an answer to that lack of routine because, you know, having to prepare a stream to me would mean having to schedule a time and date, having to plan ahead and prepare. And so it gave my life a little bit of structure at the time, which I really needed because I'm telling you, man, I was a lazy dude and I wasn't doing nothing. But thankfully, I'm out of that rut, and, you know, that structure now means I'm a lot more productive these days. You know, I got my responsibilities in check, and I'm doing better overall mentally. Alright, to get us started and to simplify my journey, I'm basically going to be splitting it into actually three. Really, it's two major ones. I guess you could call them arcs or eras, with a bit of a transitional middle area. So for this first arc, I'll be titling it the Robloxian Brain Rot era. Basically, when I first began, I had a drastically different view on content creation as a whole, which looking back really makes me cringe because it's just the worst mindset to have when going into all this. So when I first started, I had this idea to quickly grow, to get followers, maintain high viewership, and so make fat money. I decided to stream something that is very accessible, easy to pick up, and build a community off of it. What that accessible thing was actually Roblox. So streaming Roblox most definitely inflated my follower count and my viewership by attracting a younger audience. I kind of made it so watching me was a transactional thing, where I would let viewers play with me on whatever Roblox game as long as they followed. It worked out well, but as time went on, I found myself heavily resenting it. You know, streaming Roblox day in, day out, my chat was full of kids asking to play, demanding that I add them, demanding that I play a certain game, or simply they were doing stupid brain rot stuff or making queso jokes, which I don't see the resemblance, but apparently a lot of people do. I don't know how, but I guess it's there. So by then, streaming slowly started to become really unfulfilling. It started to become a chore. But at the same time, I was unwilling to change that because I was scared of losing the audience I was building up momentum for. Thankfully, at the time, Roblox came under fire for some pedophile shit, which quickly soured my perception of the platform, and so I just decided to slowly separate myself from whatever the hell was going on there. This slow separation marks this new transitional era, I guess you could say. It basically built up the road to where my streams are now. Letting go of Roblox at the time was particularly rough because I had to explain and justify why I wasn't playing that
Very safe
platform to an audience that knew me as the Roblox guy. By that time, I built somewhat of a core audience, and so that they stuck with me, thankfully, no matter what I did. Which, yeah, made it easier to branch out and play the games I wanted to play. And so because I was playing the games I wanted to play, I found myself enjoying streaming a lot more. The fulfillment was slowly building up again, and I was just, I was having fun. I felt like more of me began to shine through on stream because I wasn't so worried about pleasing an audience that always wanted something different. I was engaging with chat a lot more, I was having conversations, and new people joined in for the fun. My audience slowly transitioned to be something more mature. Most importantly, as I started to transition away from Roblox, I actually began to network and collaborate, which resulted in a lot of raids coming in and out, where I met new friends and plenty of streaming peers, many of which I enjoy watching. And now all of that leads to this second arc, the present era. From there on out, I basically stuck to the idea of being a variety streamer, and so I just kind of refined it to revolve around my schedule, which meant that I played many great games, including Payday 2. But not only that game, but also other games like the Metal Gear Solid series. I've played 5 and 3, as well as the whole entire library of Scriptwelder games, which includes Deep Sleep and the Don't Escape series. Those are amazing. Lots of good lore. As well as a couple difficult horror games like Welcome to the Game and Welcome to the Game 2. Reflex Studios knows how to make a difficult game. The guy running that is freaking crazy. Last but not least, also Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds was actually a game that meant a lot to me, strangely enough, for being a little space exploration game. But, it's also the game that made me ugly cry on stream after finishing it, so that might account for something. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. Like, only other game that made me cry wasn't like Red Dead 2 or anything, But besides the point, I've just come to play a lot of great games because of the fact that I've gone to the variety route. And that's basically my entire streaming journey for now, at least. I don't want to end the video too abruptly, so I'd like to actually talk about my plans moving forwards, not only with this channel, but my Twitch channel and my main channel. So moving forward, I basically want to continue streaming, of course, but I also want to bring YouTube into the bunch. I'd like to make videos, which so far is an issue of motivation and balancing my time. But if you see this video, that means I've made a recent breakthrough, which means I probably locked in. Expect more to come from this channel, the live channel. But if you want to see the magic happen in real time, check out my Twitch. Or if you want a different flavor of gaming video, check out the main channel. Hopefully there's something up there by now. But yeah, so if you stuck around this far and you're not one of my parasocialites, then consider joining the club. Hit that like and subscribe, as many YouTubers say. Other than that, I want to thank you for watching till the end. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put in some credits right here in the end. They'll probably start rolling. But yeah. Oh shit, I almost forgot. Like I end my streams, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and